This is what you should want. Okay? This is Second Esdras chapter 7. I'm going to hit 10 and then I'm going to go up. It says, and I said, even Second Esdras chapter 7 verse 10. It says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, is Israel's lot here in this present evil world. That's why up in Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 58, it says, but we, thy people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. Are given into whose hands? The ungodly. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the wicked, were given into their hands, and all these other nations as well, but mainly Esau, Edom. And that's why they get to control the narrative and push what's right, what's wrong, what's moral, what's pious, what's good, what's bad, what you should try to attain, how you should live. All right? And they have the power, so we listen to them. Like the scriptures talk about, in the day of thy power. I mean, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. All right? But verse 59, it says, if the world, Esdras asks, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? See, we don't possess an inheritance with the world right now, this time that we're in. Okay? The world is made for our sakes, but when this present evil world is destroyed and the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be on this earth, is set up in righteousness, that is our portion. That is our time. Okay? See, but right now, we don't possess an inheritance with the world to enjoy ourselves, live it up, make it. This is not our portion. Our lot is not this. Okay? But our lot is this. I'm going to hit Second Esdras chapter 7 and verse 6. It says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. See, that's our portion. That's our lot. To be rulers and live it up in a place that's filled with all good things. That's the kingdom. The righteous kingdom. Okay? That's our lot. See, but we can't get to our lot. We can't get to our inheritance unless we do this. Verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow. So the entrance to get to this kingdom is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. And one only path between them both, even between the fire and water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city, if this kingdom, this righteous place filled with all good things were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So how are we going to have our lot, our kingdom, our portion, our inheritance, if we don't go through this right here, this danger, and overcome it? Go through this danger and say, in this danger, I don't want the money, cars, clothes, and the hoes. In this danger, I don't want success. In this danger, I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it. I want to make it in a place filled with all good things. Okay? It says, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. So this is our portion in this present evil world, to go through, suffer, be afflicted, be hated, go through all manner of things, but keep our integrity, keep our faith, overcome this present evil world, overcome our flesh. Okay? This is our portion to go through all these things, because going through all these things, we learn. We go through experience. All right. And that's why in Romans 15:4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. See, whatever was written was done. Whatever thing was written was done. So I could say whatever thing was done aforetime was done for our learning. All right. That's why it said, because what was written is this words. This is Isaiah 55:11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. All right. The words that went forth out of his mouth were written right here in the scrolls, right here in the scriptures. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it. So it shall be accomplished. It shall be done. Okay? So going back to Romans 15:4, it says, whatsoever things were written aforetime. What was written aforetime? These words right here in the scriptures. And it shall be accomplished. It shall be done. So the things that were done aforetime were done for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay? These things that were written, these words were done. It was done for our learning. We must learn. Okay? This is 1 Corinthians 10:11. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11. It says, now all these things that happen unto them for examples, right? And they are written for our admonishment. So they are written, meaning they are done for our admonishment. All right? Admonition, Salakia. It says, now all these things that happen unto them, all these things that happen unto us Israelites, okay? It says, were all, Salakia. Now all these things happen unto them for examples, and they are written, or they are done for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. All right. Now I'm gonna get the Greek for that. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and 11. This is admonition. From the Greek word is G3559, which is nouthesia, which is admonition, exhortation, but the origin, the word is G3563, nous. That's where you get nouthesia. All right. The origin of that word is nous. It means the mind comprising alike the faculties of perceiving and understanding, and those of feeling, judging, determining. It says the intellectual faculty of the understanding, reason in a narrow sense, as the capacity for spiritual truth, the higher powers of the soul, the faculties of perceiving divine things, of recognizing goodness and of hating evil, the power of considering and judging soberly, calmly, and impartially. A particular mode of thinking and judging. For example, thoughts, feelings, purposes, and desires. So we are learning to be these righteous judges, to judge soberly, calmly, and impartially, to recognize goodness and of hating evil. All right. So it says, now all these things happen unto them for ensamples, for all these examples that's happened to us, to show us, to make us learn. It says, and they are written, they are done for our admonition. They are done for our nous. They are done for us spiritually growing, the capacity for spiritual truth. All right. It says these things are done for us recognizing goodness and of hating evil. These things are done for us to be able to judge righteously. All right. Because we are going to be the rulers of all existence forever and ever, even forever. So we're going through all these experiences right now to learn. All right. This is why we're going through these things. All right. Not to destroy us, like it says in 2nd Maccabees. Check this out. This is 2nd Maccabees chapter 6, verse 12. It says, now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. All right. So all these things we're put here, and people wonder, like, man, if the world be made for our sakes, if we the chosen holy people, man, why are we the lowest of the lowest? Why are we the bottom of the totem pole? Why are we the most hated? Why are we going through all these things? I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, for these things that we go through. Okay, all this slavery that we done went through, and even what's going on right now. All right. It says, don't judge them for, to be for our destruction, but judge it for it. All these things was done to us for a chastening of our nation. Okay. And I got the definition of chasten or chasten. This is the definition of chasten. It says to inflict suffering upon for purposes of moral improvement. Okay? This is why we're going through these things, for the purposes of moral improvement. What do moral mean? Of relating to or concerned with the principles or rules of right conduct or the distinction between right and wrong. This is what we're going through. We're going through all these experiences of calamities, of just going through, being the bottom of the totem pole and being tempted and, all these things. So we could learn how to judge righteously, learn how to morally improve ourselves. Okay? To purify ourselves. Okay? Chastise, right? We being chastised. It says chastise means to discipline. Okay? To refine, purify. All right? We being refined right now by going through all these things. This is our lot to suffer right now. But he said he's not going to put no more on us than we can bear. Okay, you got to believe in that. You got to trust that. All right, that all these things and giving up this present evil world, you're being refined. You're being purified. All right, refined means to bring to a fine or a pure state, free from impurities. Okay, to become pure. This is what's going on right now. We're being purified. You know, purified. So we're being chastened it says to inflict suffering upon for purposes of moral improvement. Okay? This is what we're trying to improve ourselves. So when we're the righteous rulers and judges of all existence, okay, we will be purified. All right? We're going to know right from wrong. We're going to know how to judge righteously. Okay? This is why we must go through all these things and not have the cares of this world and be engulfed in this world. Because then we're not learning. We're not purifying ourselves. See, you're going to have to be purified by that fire, that weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right. See, but we, the hopeful elect, are being purified by that spiritual fire. Okay. And if it don't feel good, that's why the scriptures in Peter, I think it says, for the chastening. Let me see if I can find it. Nation. Let me see. This is not it, but this is good. This is 1 Peter 4:12. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also so with exceeding joy. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. All right. I still wanted that other one though. Man. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me, Baba Shah. I know the word grievous is in there. I'm not finding it. Okay. I think I'm about to find it. Oh, it wasn't in Peter. It was in Hebrews. Salakia. Right. It says, now no chastening. This is Hebrews 12:11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So if you are exercised, all right, by going through, all right, being chastened, being purified, it says it don't seem to be joyous at the time, but it seemed to be grievous. It hurt, you go through, but this is what you must go through, because afterward it yielded a peaceable fruit of righteousness. And that's what we're aiming to be, those righteous rulers, those righteous judges. So the people that we rule over, like the scripture we always get in Proverbs, all right, in Proverbs, this is Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right. So we're looking to be those righteous people, that righteous nation that's going to be in authority over all existence. And the people that we rule over, they're going to rejoice that the righteous people are over them. Okay. No chastening for the present seemed to be joyous, but it seemed to be grievous. But we must go through it because it yielded a peaceable fruit of righteousness. All right. We're learning by going through. So no, we're not supposed to be living it up, have the cares of this life. You know, people always, well, I used to be an actor. All right. And I abruptly, just gave it up. And people like, man, you ain't, man, God gave you that talent. So you can, you're supposed to do that, man. And they think you're supposed to enjoy this place. Because before I came into the knowledge of the truth, I was an actor, signing autographs, making money, doing what I love, climbing that ladder to do movies and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And 'cause I had the cares of this world, but when the Most High tapped me, through the men that he used to wake me up, I hit it, start running, learning. And then learning, I'm like, oh, this happening, that's happening. I'm going through this, I'm going through that. People hate me, talking all manner of stuff about me, but I'm trying to keep my faith, keep my integrity. I'm being tempted. I'm going through this, going through that. I'm learning though. I'm growing. I'm trying to be that righteous ruler. And I have the fear of the Lord, and I don't want that fire. So I'll deal with the spiritual fire right now. I fear the Lord. And hey, I want to make it in a righteous world. I don't want to make it in a present evil world. All right. Well, all manner of things could happen to you, and then when the Lord come back, did that destruction. All right. So forget this, man. Forget the cares of this world. Forget this present evil world, because those who engulf themselves in that, death. You know what I'm saying? All right. You can't have the cares of this world. So I'm going and matter of fact, that's why the scriptures say, hey, man, in Proverbs 30 and 8. 30 and 8. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies. All right. We have been lied to just go after vain things. Money, cars, clothes, and the hoes, when it could be stolen. All right. Could be corrupted, moth eaten. See, I want the true riches. Okay. All these lies that Esau Edom pushed and saying that we should attain to do this and strive for this. Those are lies. All right. And vanity. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Give me my daily bread, Baba Kusha. You know what I'm saying? Just enough for me to just get to the next day, and serve you and be an example and teach this word, live this word, and learn, continuing to learn every day and grow every day. So I can be one of those righteous rulers, man. Okay? Because if you care about this present evil world and the things thereof, then you're going to get what's the judgment that's coming to those who think like that. This is back in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. I read some of it earlier about, hey, let us do all this, crown ourselves with rosebuds and voluptuousness and all that. It says, verse 21, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 21. Such things did they imagine. All right. This is what Esau Edom has pushed and imagined, and now taught our people to have that same mindset and imagine those same things. It says such things did they imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Our people are blinded, all right, by this way of thinking, this way of thought, this way of living. Okay. It says, as for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. All right. They don't understand that there is wages of righteousness, man. We're going to get paid something that is unspeakable right now. All right. That's why the scriptures talk about in Romans, I think that's chapter 8, for the sufferings of this present time shall not be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us. All right. If we give this present evil world up, forsake it, forsake our sins, forsake our flesh, all right, we got a reward coming. We have wages coming. It says, nor discerned a reward for blameless soul. Our people haven't discerned that we have a reward coming. All right. If we try our best to be righteous and go through these things and learn and grow. It says, verse 23, for God created man to be immortal and made him to be the image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. So if you hold of the side of making it in this world, the cares of this world, what you're going to find is death. To be exact, that second death, which is that fire, that weeping, that gnashing of teeth, that wrath of the Lord. Okay? So we have to get that understanding that we must give up this present evil world, man, and wait on the Lord. Because if we wait, man, and overcome this present evil world, the reward is, I can say a bunch of wonderful things and how great things would be, and this, I'll be downplaying it. It's going to be that much better. Okay? So hopefully that was edifying. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you Akim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And with that, Shalom. Abba Babal.